Hey Devfolio, I'm Abinav, and for today's hackathon, Push to Prod, I have built Overflow under the build the infrastructure everyone else will build on track. This is built on top of Edgent, a project I shipped at ETHGlobal Open Agents, a P2P compute delegation protocol where an AI agent that runs out of local resources can find a peer on an encrypted mesh, pay them, and get an inference result back. It's real infrastructure and working infrastructure, but the delegation itself was just forwarding a prompt to a bigger model on someone else's machine. Now, what's the sandboxing problem? The gap is the gap is this. Today, when an AI agent generates code, when an AI agent generates code it needs to run, it assumes it has the compute and the dependencies to actually execute that code. Edge devices don't. And an agent on a resource constrained machine has no way to autonomously recover. It just crashes, waits, or needs human approval. Human approval to spin up a cloud sandbox in advance. There was no way to say, here's code I've already written, someone with spare compute, please just run it for me. So this is what I shipped. So Overflow extends Edgent with a real sandbox execution. A requester agent generates code locally. If it's resource constrained, it delegates that actual code, not just a prompt, over the mesh to a peer. That peer runs it in a sandbox with no pre-installed dependencies. If it fails, Claude reads the real error and self-corrects live. And critically, the pipeline is completely generic, and it has no idea what the task is. I'll prove it in a second. The setup. Well, here's my setup. Two terminals tailing logs from two Docker containers, which is this big Docker container. The provider wants the sandbox host, and this is the requester that's deliberately resource constrained. This third terminal is where I trigger the actual task, and I'm going to run a real production incident through this right now. So let me run the command. Done. This container has a real auth service log. Failed logins, a connection, pool exhausting under load, a crash. It can't diagnose this on its own, so it's about to delegate to its peer. As you can see, look at the requester, broadcasting for a peer, getting a response and sending the task over the mesh. And on the provider side, this is a real call to Claude. It's writing diagnostic code, running it in the sandbox, reading the log itself. This isn't instant because it's genuinely reasoning about a 200-line log, not something pre-baked. And there it is. Root cause is identified. Yep, these are the real logs. And as you can see, the root cause analysis fix has been done and a PR has been opened. Let me go show you what is the PR number. The PR number is 9. So let's go to the demo repo. Yep. There you go. Overflow takes this diagnostic, generates a patch, and opens a real GitHub PR automatically. And I get notified the same way I'd get notified for any PR because it's genuine GitHub infrastructure, not a demo notifier I had to build. Well, for conclusion, what I want you to take away is that RCA is just one thing built on top of this. The core pipeline doesn't know what a log file is. It just takes an objective and runs it, self-correcting on real failures using Claude. That's the actual bet. And why this fits build the infrastructure everyone else will build on is because this is not another agent wrapper, but a generic execution substrate any agent builder could run their own tasks on top of today. Thanks for watching. This is Overflow.